last week was a tie between this game and Skyrim. So, since I played Skyrim last time, I'm gonna play this game today. And we're gonna play Skyrim again next time. Yep. So, I have looked at the settings a little bit, but I can't seem to change the sound, the audio level. This is quite a nice sound actually. So I hope it's not going to be too loud for you. I think we should be fine. Okay, I'm just gonna start now. And let's see how it goes. So, the audio might be a little loud. So, my apologies for that. I don't think it's gonna be... it's quite low audio in general through the game, but the music can be a bit loud maybe. We'll see. Yes, I want to start a new game. So this is a game by the Chinese Room, and it's been out for a while. I'm not entirely sure of the year when it came out, but maybe 2 years ago or something like that. Maybe it's more already, I'm not sure. Maybe 3. But it's one of my favorite games really, and it's a sci-fi game set in England, and it's quite a low-paced one, so I think it's going to be good for
This is Dr. Catherine Collins.
ASMR.
I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
That wasn't too loud. I can't actually really tell in my headphones I have right now. I can't tell until afterwards when I listen back, so I hope that was okay.
I'm going to continue to broadcast for as long as I'm able. If I'm right, we should be able to pick up the signal right across the valley. The event has left markers. We don't understand it yet, but we're going to keep working to try and understand it. You can use them to find what you're looking for. The answers They're all here. The answers are in the light.
It's in the light. So, this is where we are. This is a map. We are here at the observatory. So this is set in Shropshire, which I think is an actual place in England. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these places are fictional. So we're going to go into Yorton in a minute. There's a phone ringing somewhere. Let's have a look. Oh, it's outside. Sorry. This is kind of an exploration game. I guess you could call it. I can't go any faster than this, so it's quite low paced. Let's go find that phone because it's a little bit annoying. And it's not that long, so my ambition is to finish the entire game today.
This is a special announcement by the Emergency Measures Committee. Due to exceptional circumstances, radio and television in this area has been brought under the control of the EMC as per the Crisis Preparedness and Action Bill of 1982. Keep your radio and television on at all times. Stay indoors and avoid contact with other people. Do not attempt to telephone outside your local area. Do not panic and remain civil and calm. Stay tuned to this station for updates.
Do you like each ear? Yeah, my ambition is to do the entire game. And there's the light. I have played this a lot, so I have played through it in one sitting before, and that's definitely doable. And I tried to remember like how long it took me last time, and I think around 3 hours, so but we'll see how long it's gonna take. I'm probably not gonna go and see absolutely everything and explore. I'm not gonna go explore every little tiny bit of the map, because that's gonna take ages. But we're gonna see all the main bits of storyline, I thought, and complete all the little stories within the story. So that's gonna be okay. So let's jump into it.
I'm trying to do my job. You two will be the only staff on site for this rotation. I'm just saying, if the main gate's power fails, then there's no way in or out of the observatory.
That's why there are backup generators. Jesus, why the hell are we even discussing this?
Just don't you come running to me if you get locked in.
If we get locked in, we won't be able to come running to you, will we? You let us worry about the clever stuff, and you can concentrate on sweeping up leaves and changing light bulbs. Happy? Now piss off.
So
That was unnecessary. Just because you're angry with me doesn't mean you have to take it out on everyone else.
Kate, can we just talk about this?
Steven, I'm done. I just want to get out of this place, and tonight is our best chance of doing that. You prep the arrays, I'm heading up to Tower 6.
Kate. I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. Come on, let's get started.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna say too much about the story. Just gonna sort of show it to you, and you can analyze it for yourselves. story within a story. This is Jeremy's bit. So I will say this. This light that you see over here, in every sort of chapter of this, there will be a light ball like this flying around, kind of guiding you, and they represent different people. So in this chapter, obviously, it's Jeremy.
Well, I suppose from that we can assume that they really are serious about this whole quarantine thing. If Mrs. Boughton wandered off that way before they closed the road, I suspect we'll never find her. Not until this whole thing blows over.
But it's more than a little odd. I mean, this is Yorton, for goodness sake. There was no need for them to be so rude.
Well, if they are so concerned that they are willing to close off the roads, I suspect they would argue that there is every need. What is certain is that for the time being, none of us are going anywhere.
But he had a rifle, a soldier with a rifle, in Shropshire. The world's gone stark raving mad. I've a good mind to write to my MP.
You do that, Barb, and I'll personally deliver it for you, once this blockade is removed anyway. Come on, Bob. I can't spend all day chasing pensioners around the valley. The surgery won't open itself. I need to grab some paracetamol when we get back as well. Fucking headache all of a sudden.
So that's the doctor. Dr. Wade. Dr. Wade. And you kind of unlock little memories, kind of. Throughout this. That's what we just saw. So welcome to Yorton. Please drive carefully. There's a phone ringing here.
Who's that? Hello?
Kate, if you can hear this, you need to shut down the optical array. It's using the observatory as a conduit to reach us, and it's started spreading its range beyond the valley. Kate, we can't afford to let it do that. It's getting stronger. I'm going to call Clive back, and I'm going to force him to order the strike. I just don't see what other choice we have. God knows
Hello,
if
can
it
you
will
hear
work.
me? We need help.
Who are you? Jesus, get off the phone! Get off the phone! It's hit the phone!
Again, I hope it's not too loud for you. So as you will see, there is absolutely no one around in Yorton or any of the other places. We will see no people at all. Just the light and the memory kind of bits. And the story, such as what we just heard, kind of tells us what has happened. To everybody. Well, clearly they've gone to the Rapture because that's in the name, but exactly what has happened is what has been told through these, I think it was this way, these lights.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all had rejections.
You haven't.
We'll look at the figures, tighten up the data, and resubmit. Your core idea is sound. You just got the number slightly wrong.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you. I think you are a brilliant man, Dr. Appleton. Listen. I'm here, right? We're together. You and me. The alignment event tomorrow. It's yours, okay? You saw the opportunity, you ran the numbers. Even if they can't see it, I'm proud of you.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
See you then. Look on the bright side. Around here, you're a hero. prodigal son returns, right? I'm surprised they haven't erected a statue in your honor yet.
Oh, you can laugh all you want. But I'll bet the parish council have a subcommittee working on that right now.
So these bits that you have to tilt your controller to unlock, like the one we just saw now with Stephen and Kate. Those are like the main bits of storyline. That we need to unlock to see all of Jeremy's, in this case, story. I think I'm just gonna go to like the main bits. This is the pub, obviously. This started late. Closed until further notice. We've got the flu. Please try the 7th Whistler. We'll be back in business as soon as we're up and about. George and Helen Gables. Actually going to the pub. There's a smoking. Still a smoking cigar thing. Tray. Pub quiz. Wednesday at 8. Korean pint for £2, which is very cheap. I'm actually not entirely sure if this is set in like 2017-ish. It's not obviously 2017 because it's a couple of years old. If it's set in like now time, or if it's set like earlier. I'm not entirely sure about that. Maybe someone knows and can tell me. I can look it up later and put it in the description on YouTube, but it might be like the 80s or 90s or something like that as well. I'm not entirely sure.
You know, they see me as an outsider here as well.
Is that supposed to make me feel any better?
You know, I understand it's difficult. That's all I'm saying. Your lot up at Vallis have never mixed with the local community. People here, they don't really understand what you do up there.
Are you trying to get me to come to your church?
It's not just about faith. It's about the community. Be involved. Be seen as part of it. One of them.
Good morning, Father. Lovely day. Oh, hello. Mrs. Appleton, isn't it?
It's Dr. Collins.
Lady scientist. Whatever next.
Good morning, Barbara.
Father, you know.
You really think that's a community that will ever see me as one of them? I can live with them staring at me. They just stay out of my way.
So that's the first we've actually seen of Jeremy. One of the reasons I love this game so much is it's so pretty. I mean, look at this. And the music's really amazing as well. The music is written by a lady called Jessica Curry, who's very talented. There's another main bit.
What are you doing? I saw you doing that.
Stay away from me. Don't come near me.
This is people's property. You're scaring them.
It's all over the village. It's got into everything. It's so fast.
What are you talking about?
It's travelling down the wires.
Yeah, come on. You've lost your mind. Where is Kate? What have you done with her?
Don't you understand? It's breaching the quarantine and adapting.
Give me that bloody can. Hand it over, Appleton.
No, get off.
No, Sam, stop it.
You weedy little shit.
It's
Give me the can.
mine.
Give me the
Stop
can.
it. I need it.
Grow up!
Fuck. Oh, God, no. It's starting to manifest itself everywhere.
Stephen, come back.
Oh, Christ.
Stephen was here trying to paint on the window by the looks of it. There's a quarantine happening. Do not attempt to leave, you will be detained. Do not attempt to telephone outside your local area. Shop closed. Sorry. From Dave. Emergency meeting. Everyone is welcome. Village Hall tomorrow night at 7 PM. Flu quarantine. That's a bit blocked. What are they not telling us? I think it says. Call Meg or Bob if you have any questions. Yeah. So something has clearly gone down. Jeremy's over there. This one's a bit tricky. Right. Go.
Is everything right?
Get out of my way.
Where's Kate?
What do you think she is?
Stephen, what's going on?
Screw Kate. It's all her fault anyway.
What's that mark on your face? Stephen! Stephen!
That's the church over there. And Jeremy is Father Jeremy, if you haven't got that already. So that's where we ultimately need to go, but I want to unlock all the main story bits first. Here is Robert Graves' auto repair, which is also quite an important place, I guess, storyline-wise. Tires, brakes, wheel alignment, batteries, exhausts. I think there's a bit of story in here. Weighted line.
Meg, come and have a look at this.
Oh, I don't believe it. Charlie?
Jeremy reckons someone had been raiding all the empty houses. He said a load of stuff had been taken.
What's up?
It looks like someone's been collecting their own supplies.
Bastard.
Well, we've got enough stock in the warehouse to keep the entire village going for months.
We should get a truck.
What, and go and get all of it now?
Yeah, why not?
It's Appleton. It's that bloody crackpot Stephen Appleton. I'm gonna fucking do him.
Sam, it's fine. We better get moving before the weather turns. You come in. We'll swing by the camp and get Rachel on the way back.
So here's Jeremy again, going down this way.
Dr. Wade, here you are. There's a queue of patients a mile long out there.
Just send them to the village hall with the others, please, Bob.
Doctor, people are scared. Mrs. Gables just called me and said her husband's vanished. She was very frightened. She said there was blood coming up from his ears and his nose.
What the hell do you want me to do? Until they lift the quarantine, we're not going anywhere. Just tell them to drink plenty of fluids, stay warm, and follow the instructions on the radio.
Dr. Phil, please, you have a duty to your patient. Your nose.
So this is not a main story bit, but I kind of think this is important for the story. You can see here there's got a lot of blood. So people are having headaches and nosebleeds. And quite a lot of them as well, since there are so many people in the doctor's surgery clinic. I'm gonna go in here as well. This is also not a main bit, but it's quite important for the story as well. I might sneeze. Oh my god. My nose is really itchy. I'm sorry if I'm sneezing. That might be fine.
You have to make a decision, Lizzie. Especially now.
But I do love him, Father. I love them both.
He's married. There are other people involved in this.
Oh, I hardly think that anyone's in a position to claim the moral high ground, do you?
Well, I take your point about Stephen and Robert, but I think Kate might see things differently.
Do you? I mean, she's not screwing anyone else, pardon my French, but she spends all day and night locked up in that observatory. Stephen says they barely see each other. That's hardly a marriage, is it?
Okay, so that's Lizzie, who is also going to be quite an important person in the story. We're gonna have a Lizzie chapter later, so we'll see more of Lizzie later. I don't think I'm gonna go get that a phone. Or actually, maybe we should. Because it's gonna tell us a little bit more about the whole medical situation. Okay, let's have a listen.
Visual and auditory distortions are becoming more frequent, along with mild convulsions to the left side, all of which support a preliminary diagnosis of intracranial hypertension, occurring as a result of a substantial and rapidly expanding tumor, originating, I believe, within the hypothalamus. Cognitive functions are currently unimpaired, aside from this crippling headache. Hemorrhaging is becoming more frequent, with darker clots passing through the nasal passages primarily. I believe I am dying. This is certainly not flu or anything else I have ever encountered, and certainly a tumor cannot expand this rapidly. In the blood clots, I see tiny flecks of what looks almost like, if I had to try and find a description, liquid light. I cannot explain this phenomenon.
Liquid light. So that's the way back to the park. We're gonna go up here and I think go to the last main bit of Jeremy's chapter. It might not be, we'll see.
saw you from the main road. Not many people are moving around now.
I was looking for Dr. Wade.
Listen, Frank. Don't know what's happened, but your Stephen seems to think he's responsible.
I reckon he is.
He said, Kate's still up at the observatory, but the gates are locked. Frank, there's going to be a rescue soon, I'm sure of it. They'll send planes or something.
Well, they'll send planes, all right. This pattern of his, we're in the center of it. Which means if they intend to stop it, we're right in the firing line.
There's more blood here. Can you hear the church bells? That means it's time to go to church. There is so much more exploring you can do and find things, but I'm not going to do that today because it's going to take so long. But that's also one of the things I really love about this game, just walking around exploring everything. I'm a person who really likes exploring. There might be a scene here first. Let's see.
Are you there?
Okay, no, there's not gonna be one. That's
Can
good.
you hear me? Are you out there, you bastard? You got them all? You got them all? Jesus Christ. Help me, oh Lord. Give me strength. Hello? Hello, is anyone there? Is anyone still there? Oh. You are still here then. I should have expected that. Come on then. Let's get this over and done with. I've got my parishioners to attend to.
So this is the end of Jeremy's chapter. See if we can trigger it. There we go.
Their line has gone out through all the earth. And their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Oh God.
Oh, God.
So that was Jeremy's chapter. Now we're about to meet someone else. It's Wendy. Just enjoying the music. There.
You do look ever so drawn this morning.
That bloody dog kept me awake. And there was that thing in the sky. The radio says it was an electrical storm, but I don't know what it was. This morning, I found some dead birds in the garden.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder if it might have had something to do with the atmospheric conditions.
Why, Stephen will probably know. I'll give him a call in a bit.
Wendy, I've popped around because we've had some incidents with some of the more elderly residents. Mrs. Bout has, well, vanished, for want of a better word. Wandered off somewhere, no doubt. I thought I'd best check and see you're all right.
The council are talking about a flu epidemic.
Yes, well, I'm not sure it's flu as such. But no headaches, nosebleeds, no joint pains or digestive issues?
Dr. Wade, I'm as fit as a fiddle. Go and find some real sick people to look after. And if you see that son of mine, tell him that his mother's looking for him.
Wendy is Stephen's mother. As we'll find out soon, but I'll just tell you now. And she's really into birds. Bird watching.
Amanda?
Oh, just for a few days, yeah. First thing in the morning. I don't want the kids to catch this flu if it's going round.
It's probably that father, Jeremy, spreading it around while he tries to bully everyone into donations for the summer fete.
Seems very quiet in the village, actually, Wendy. Not much bullying to be done.
Oh, father. I didn't know you were here.
Clearly. Listen, I came up here to tell Amanda that we've had some vandalism in the village. Must be a teenage thing. Tagging, I think they call it. Someone's painting all over doors and things.
Little vandals. Well, I'll tell Neil to make sure we're properly locked up when we go.
A good man like my Eddie gone. And these thugs and yobs running around defacing property. He gave everything to his country, and look what he got in return. Nothing but an early death.
He had a good life, Wendy.
He had a short life. I look to my birds, Father. Lives lived unencumbered, free and simple. That's as God meant things to be.
This is another area now. We're not in Yilton anymore. I think this is Ditworth Forest. If I'm not mistaken. There is a phone here. Let's just have a listen.
It got as far as the Haverton substation before we cut the lines. The interchange there just started dialing numbers at random.
And the symptoms you're seeing match those we've been tracking here.
Sickness, headaches, nosebleeds, eventual hemorrhage, then just light, whatever the hell that means.
Then we've got to stop it before it finds another way out of the valley. Clive, you've got to order a strike.
What?
An airstrike. We have to kill it.
No. No, I don't agree. We've quarantined the valley, we've cut the lines, it's contained.
What if you're wrong? Are you happy to have that on your conscience?
Stephen, I said it's contained.
Where are we going, Wendy? She's a bit more flickery and like...
Terry called this morning. Said there was a problem with Harvey. Said he couldn't get through to the vet, so I said I'd come round and take a look.
There's a lot of dead birds today. More here, too, poor little things. I've been trying to get hold of Steve, and he always knows what to do.
Got round here and no sign of either of them.
With any luck, the stupid creature will have run under a car. It's probably rabies.
Sarah's just looking at the bird. This is a pigeon, right? There's one laying over here as well. They're dropping out of the sky. This way.
Harvey! Harvey, come on, boy.
Okay.
Come on, Harvey.
Come on, Harvey. Come on, boy.
Harvey!
Harvey!
Harvey.
Just push it. Push the bloody thing.
You push it. I told you it would get stuck.
Should have just taken the cards. It was a stupid idea.
Moving here was a stupid idea. And I told you, Barbara said they've blocked the roads. You go and look then.
Wait, is that Harvey? Harvey? Harvey!
Harvey! Here, boy! Come here, boy!
And so let's see.
Wendy, I'm married. You have to stop this.
He's still sweet on you, Elizabeth.
He left. It's too late.
You loved each other long before she came along. It's just about making things as they should be.
Wendy, no.
It's not like you won't bump into each other anyway. One drink, what can that hurt?
One drink, maybe.
Oh, one drink, wonderful.
Elizabeth is Lizzie, obviously, from before. I'm gonna go this way. So Wendy is Stephen's mum, like I said, and she is not too fond of Kate, who is Stephen's wife, from America. And Lizzie and Stephen have been going out before. I don't know why I'm walking on the sidewalk. It's not necessary at all. Should I listen to the radio?
Phone call from Stephen.
Okay.
He wants to shut down the receiver. Something about instances across the valley. There's intermittent electrostatic discharges radiating out of Tower 6. All of the electrics on the main gate are blown. I'll find time to take a look once the data stream begins to calm down here.
So Kate is in all of the radios. Well, there were recordings from Kate on the radios.
I can't see him. Should we go down?
Just leave it. We've got to keep moving.
Sean! We can't just leave him. He must be really badly hurt.
Jesus, Diana, we've got the kid in the car. We should just keep driving.
We can't just drive off and... Look! He's there. He's in the car. Oh, he's hurt. We got to get down there.
I said, leave him. We've got to get out of the valley while we can.
Oh my God, he's trying to undo his seatbelt.
There we are. He's fine then. Come on, love. Come on. Come on.
Got some new characters there that we're gonna see more of later. Sean and Diana. There's someone down in the car as well. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Even though Winnie was over there.
Grief, Wendy, you'll catch your death.
They're all dead, Father. All of my birds.
Here, take my jacket.
I tried to be a good woman. A Christian woman. But I've been proud.
Just as the Lord forgave you, so also should you. What matters is we try our best. God sees that. Come back to the village with me.
I'm not so far from Stephen's now. I need to find my son. It's what Eddie would have done.
Yes. I suppose it is. I'll say a prayer for you.
Thank you, Father. She loved you, you know, Mary. You helped her. I'm sorry if I judged you harshly.
It doesn't matter now. It's late. You should find a place to sleep. I'm sure when the sun comes up, everything will seem better.
lovely seeing you here. Oh. Is everything all right, my dear?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all right. I'm all right. It's just... Robert.
That man doesn't deserve you. I know everybody thinks I'm just a mithering old busybody, but someone has to say what everyone else is thinking. We both know that this marriage, it's not how things are supposed to be.
Are you talking about me and Robert? Or is this really about Stephen and Kate?
I suppose it is. I have to accept it. I know, but she doesn't belong here. You see that, don't you? There's a place for people, and this isn't hers.
Oh.
But I'm not talking about the colour of her skin. Don't look at me like that. What they do up there, it's not natural. There are some things we're not supposed to understand. I don't like her, and I don't like how Stephen is around her. He was a better man when he was with you.
Back to Yorton Road. I think we should go up here, right? Yes. To the railway. I'm gonna go over here first. I don't think the event over here is a main one, but I'm gonna go see it anyway. You can see there's a derailed train. Over here. Oh, maybe this is the main event after all. Okay, it looks like it is. Oh, look at all the blood. Oh dear.
Howard, what's happened?
Stephen, thank God. Listen, I need you to get to the junction box, see if there's a phone working. No, stay back, don't come up here! Oh, Christ. Is that... Bloody idiot!
Where the hell did they think they were going?
I think they must have thought they could walk out along the line.
Well, there won't be any more trains now.
You're a callous bastard, Stephen.
Just pragmatic, Howard. Did you say there's a working phone in the junction box?
So people are trying to escape from the quarantine zone and didn't go so well by the looks of it. I'm going to say as well, before I forget, that I did my last day of work yesterday, no, 2 days ago, Friday. I think it's Saturday for some reason. And so I have summer vacation now for a couple of weeks, so I will probably be able to stream more during the weeks and record more videos as well too. I'm gonna go up here in a second, just gonna finish this line of thought. do some random streams in the middle of the week, because the week that's coming, because I'm going away on, I'm gonna go travel for 2 weeks, starting from Monday 17th. So I'm gonna do a stream next Sunday, but not the Sunday after that, because then I will be away. So just to let you know. But I might do some more streams during the weeks instead, the week to come instead.
I lost my shoes. I lost my shoes, sir. There's arches on the green. They've taken my shoes, sir.
Howard? Howard Lantham! You open the door this instant, young man!
I lost my shoes.
Now get up. Get up!
I lost my shoes.
What on earth are you doing here, Howard?
Stephen. He told me to stay in case Lizzie phoned.
Stephen, where is he?
What are you doing with those birds?
Concentrate, Howard. Where's Stephen?
He said we couldn't help him. He took my shoes so I'd stay.
Listen to me, Howard Lantham. You find your shoes and you get to the village. Find Father Jeremy. He'll give you some soup or something. Be off with you.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna find my son. Then I'm gonna ask him what on earth he thinks he's doing.
I'm gonna show you as well. You can see the clock on the wall here. It's stopped at, I think it's 6:07. And these ones look like 6:05 to me, but they should be, all the clocks in the entire game should be stopped at the same time. So that's Howard, the train enthusiast that we met up there. I'm gonna find his house later. Do we need to go in here? Where did Wendy go? She's still up there. Okay. I don't think we do. I think we do need to go in here, maybe. Let's have a look. Which house is this? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not.
Wendy? Wendy, wake up.
Eddie, is that you?
No, it's me. It's Frank.
Oh, Frank. The door was open. I didn't think Graham would mind.
I'm sure he won't. What are you doing here?
Looking for Stephen, but I just ran out of steam. And the door was open. Have you listened to the radio? I thought I heard him on the radio before.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away.
What's he talking about?
I dunno ken. But if he's on the radio, I can try and reach him on the CB. You go to Stephen's house, and if I get hold of him, I'll tell him to come and find you.
I think that Frank is Wendy's brother, but I might be wrong. They're related anyway, somehow. I think they're siblings.
on, you stupid bastard. It's not now, come on. God damn bloody thing! Jesus! Come on, not now! Jesus, come on, you bastards! Start, you bastard! Come on! Ah!
Car's giving up as well.
Stephen?
Stephen. Oops. I was looking at
Stephen, are you here?
chat.
It's your mother. Answer me.
Walked into a book.
Stephen!
Stephen.
What have you done, Stephen? Oh, Kate.
There must be a logic to the pattern. It's shifting in response to me. It's alive. It's the only explanation.
Yes, you can see there is a light spot out there, so I'm gonna go downstairs again because I don't think I can go in any of these. No. Nope. Okay. Let's go out into the yard.
Stephen, where's Kate? Are you here? Stephen? I can hear the planes. It's the government coming to rescue us. You can come out now. It's all gonna be all right. I can hear the jets coming. It's like when Eddie came home. It's like your dad coming home again. I'm here. I'm down here. This way.
So that's the end of Wendy's chapter. Let's follow the lights to the next bit. Thank you for the host, Nazkity15. there's someone else down here. It's Frank. So now we're on Appleton's farm. Let's keep going.
I messed up, Frank, but I'd done my time. They shouldn't keep on punishing me.
Some folk won't let go of this, and they've got nothing better to do than to poke their noses into other people's business. There's nothing you can do about it, son.
I'm doing a good job. I'm working hard. I swear, Mrs. Graves thinks I'll start nicking stuff if she turns her back for a second.
Liz is all right. She's one of the good ones.
Yeah, well, she's not exactly honest with her husband about what she gets up to.
None of that. You're angry about people judging you. Don't be so fast to judge others.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Keep your gob shut, your nose clean, and your head down. Do you think you can manage that?
Gob, nose, head. Got it.
And steer clear of that Rachel girl. If I've seen you two making eyes at each other, and so's her dad. And you don't want Sam Baker coming round after you. Now, pass me that socket spanner and we'll see if we can get this wheel back on.
Okay. So I am going to take a quick break.
Can you see the observatory from there?
That's over the ridge, just past the windmill. You want to live near the station in case you need a quick getaway?
Something like that. So you and Steven, I'm sensing there's not a lot of love lost there, huh?
That's between him, me, and the cows.
You're gonna have to explain that one for me.
It's nobody else's business. Look, you seem all right to me. You don't want to worry about that lot in the village.
Provided I'm left alone, I'm happy. Steven's the one who likes to be at the center of things.
No change there, then.
Francis Appleton. You are a bad man. No wonder your sister won't talk to you.
Yeah, so Wendy is his sister. This might be Wendy and Eddie. Wendy Appleton, yeah, it should be. Okay, let's see, Stephen and Lizzie. Yeah, forever. This is Frank and Mary. Okay. Which way, Frank? Where did you go? Okay, he's over there. Let's go there then. I was just thinking about what way would be the most logical way to go first, but let's go this way, since Frank is over there. There's a radio here.
Under the microscope, you could see how the light was following the cellular structure of its wings. The neural simplicity of the insects seems to prevent a full-blown infestation, so there's none of the hemorrhaging I'm seeing in the birds. But Steven's wrong. This isn't an attack. It's a byproduct of the attempt to communicate. It's getting smarter. It's learning as it adapts. I'm confident of a breakthrough soon.
They keep talking about the id. That's in the lines and in the phones and in everything. It's trying to communicate, says Kate. I think I did say this is a sci-fi game, right? I did say that at the beginning.
Breaker 9, call in on 9. This is Lost Cowboy looking for anyone out there. Hello? Breaker 19. Breaker Travelin' Sherlock. Charlie, you out there? Over. Hello?
My family, my wife and kids. You know perfectly well what you've got to do. I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it.
You're asking me to sign their death warrant, my own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff.
No.
Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you
stupid bastards!
If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
So Stephen wants to stop whatever it is that has come to Shropshire, whilst Kate wants to communicate with it.
Wade called me in about 6 weeks after, once he thought I could cope with knowing. Can I ever repay you for what you did?
She was a good woman, Frank.
The best.
You should come back to church. Back to the community you're missed.
I hate him, Father. I can't get down on my knees and pretend otherwise. And I don't understand why you don't hate him too.
I try my hardest not to, Frank. Goes against the job description somewhat. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. The conviction of things not seen. We have to trust him, even when his methods are hidden from view. Maybe see you on Sunday.
They were talking about Mary then, she was Frank's wife. This farm area is quite large, and the first time I played it, it took me a while to find all the main bits, but I think the best thing to do is to follow Frank in this case. He'll lead you to them. I can't see him right now though. Saying this, I don't know where he is. But I'm gonna go here. Oh, he's right here. Okay, good. Hey, Frank. There's a radio somewhere.
The radio telescope in Tower 6 is burned out. The background radiation coming in from the Penrose region is off the scale. It's like mathematics is bending along with the light. Everything is bathed in a strange glow. My face is still numb from the burn.
This is Frank's house. I'm pretty sure this is Frank's house. Frank and Mary's house.
How's your sister, Frank?
We've not spoken since the funeral.
Ah, I see. Well, listen, I did rather wonder if you might do me a bit of a favor and check in on her, see if she's all right.
Dr. Wade, if they drop the bomb, there'd be no left but cockroaches and Wendy Boyles.
It's a bit odd, really. There's an old chap, John Coles, regular visitor at Lakeside, went walkabout sometime last night. Now it appears Mrs. Boughton has done the same.
Enid? Well, that'd be clever. They amputated her leg last spring.
Yes, that's the thing. I've also got a surgery full of people with nosebleeds and headaches. The council are saying influenza, but I've been practicing for 35 years and I'm not convinced. I just wondered if you might pop by and see her.
Even if I did, do you really think she'd let me in?
Fine. Forget it. I'll see her. Leave it to me. Oh, and Frank, call the hospital and get them to collect all this stuff. It's been 8 months.
So this used to be Mary's room, I guess. And by the looks of this, Frank hasn't been doing so well since Mary passed away, I guess. Where are we going, Frank? Going in here.
It's bloody England. You can't just stop the train, stop people travelling about the place. I don't like it, Frank. I don't like it at all.
And nobody likes it. No sense sweating cobs over it.
Folk all riled about it, giving me grief. I didn't stop the bloody trains, did I? And did they give me any warning? No, they bloody didn't. Yesterday, it's all like keep 'em calm, Howard, minor disruptions, and today it's all government edicts and not until further notice, and you'll manage. Half the village has vanished.
It's a couple of people. It's hardly half the village.
Oh, right now. You forget, I've seen things. I was in the Falklands. I tell you, I got out the old air raid siren to test it this morning.
Air raid siren? What on earth are you going to do with one of those?
I found it in the station storeroom. Took it home, stuck it under the bed. Thought it might be worth something one day. Oh, damn it.
It's all right. It's just a nosebleed. Here, use my Yankee. It's clean.
Thanks, right, thanks. Been getting like a bloody train all day.
Some more people getting nosebleeds. Headaches. We can actually go up here. And so is Frank, apparently. But he took another path.
Miss Graham.
Morning, Frank.
You look a little out of breath. What's up?
Bloody observatory gates have failed. I came to see if I could borrow a ladder.
Bloody hell, there's a 12-foot drop the other side of that wall.
I'm old, but I'm not useless, no. Can I borrow the ladder?
No one said you were useless. Reese?
Hi, Frank.
Fetch Graham the ladder, will you, lad? It's round the side of the barn.
Will do.
And you be careful. I don't want Stephen Appleton coming mithering round here because you've broken your neck.
Jesus, what the bloody hell are you doing?
What are you up to?
Get out of my way. This is important.
You've been with Lizzie. You mess with her, I'll knock your bloody block off,
I
son.
need to track the pattern. It's critical.
What are you talking about, Stephen? People are sick. Birds are dying. My cows are dead. Where's Kate?
Set up at the tower for all I know. I could recalibrate the radial coordinates on the primary oscillators. If that holds up...
Stephen, where's Kate? What's going on?
Just keep out of my way!
So he was talking about the pattern, and that is what they call the thing that's... Come here, the light. They call it the pattern. If you remember, it was making patterns with a paint can really early on, like swirly patterns.
You never mentioned anything about them sickening yesterday.
I checked them last night on the way back, and they were fine. I woke up this morning and the whole lot had gone. Tell me, Charlie, have you heard any birds today?
Well, I've not really been paying any attention.
That sister of mine reckons they're dropping out the sky all round the Wrekin. And Dr. Wade reckons there's sick folk all over the village.
Meg said not to bother trying to get deliveries out. Said the quarantine in the whole valley. I reckon it's best we just sit it out. It'll all come right, Frank.
This'll all come right?
Yeah, right. I am sorry about your cows, Frank. But when things settle down, they'll see you all right. There's got to be provision for this sort of thing.
You want to listen to the radio more? Things don't seem like they're settling down at all. I tell you, Charlie, something big is happening.
So Frank lost all his cows. That's what this is all about. The windmill up there is where we're gonna end up eventually.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Let's get it out of the way. I don't know what happened. It just died on me.
Give it another go.
Oh, I only just put petrol in it as well. Robert's taken the other car into town. I wish he'd get back. He promised me that he'd be back this morning.
You think he's off on another bender?
Oh, I can't police him all the time, Frank. He's not a child.
What's going on, Lizzie?
Nothing.
You're seeing Stephen again, aren't you? You two can't keep pithering on like this. If Robert hasn't already worked it out, he soon will.
Oh, not if he carries on drinking the way he is. Shit. Pardon my French, but bloody shitting thing, why won't it start?
Come on, I'll give you a lift.
So all the cars seem to be giving up as well. Remember that Stephen's car also did. Earlier.
telescope up and running again, but the pattern has burnt itself onto the lens. It's soaking up light and radiation, but not routing it anywhere, so I can only guess that it's using it as an energy source in its attempts to communicate. It needs more power. I wonder if I could boost the reception by using multiple towers.
So up here is going to be a main
Frank, for God's sake, stop!
Keep back, you bastard. I know what you've done.
Where's Lizzie? Where is she? I've got to find her.
You stay away. Someone's got to warn them. Someone's got to stop it.
You can't stop it. You have to understand. You hate me, I get that. But if we don't do this, it's not just the valley, it's everything, Frank. It's all gone.
You're talking bollocks.
You can't stop it! Jesus!
You take one step closer, I'll bash your bloody skull in, I swear to God.
All right, I'm going. But if you see Lizzie, tell her to get out. There's still time. Please, Frank. For her, not me.
If you're that bloody caring, you can save her yourself.
Don't you get it? I have to stay. Someone has to be here to confirm that everyone is dead.
Do my best to do the camera work. Takes a bit. Okay. Frank wants to go over here. Oh, that's the air raid siren. That means we have now seen all the main bits of the Frank chapter, so I'm now gonna head up to the windmill. If I can get over this fence. These things are a bit tricky sometimes. A bit fiddly. I'm assuming that this is the air raid siren thing that Howard was talking about before. You remember? And here it is. This is the siren right here. Okay, so let's finish the Frank chapter.
My name is Frank Jacob Appleton. And if you're listening to this, then maybe Stephen was right. And by sending the planes, he stopped it all getting worse. It's a beautiful morning. I wasn't there when Mary died. I was too scared. So I went to the pub instead. What will be, Frank, she said. And I just want you to face it with me. And I didn't. But I will now. I will face it with you now, Mary. They're coming.
just happening to Frank. So that's why there are no bodies anywhere. It's just empty. So we're now getting into the chapter about Lizzie. This is Lakeside Holiday Camp, the heart of Yodon Valley. And Lizzie is the proprietor. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Mrs. Graves! Lizzie, Mrs. Graves!
Rachel? Hey, what on earth's going on?
It's been awful. The thunder and the lightning and all the power went out and everyone was in the hall, so I told them all to stay put. And then Sean Davis said he wasn't going to be told what to do by a stupid bloody girl and went out for a cigarette. And then didn't come back. And then Di, she went out after him and she didn't come back either.
Where's Dylan? Was he with Sean and Di?
No, I'd be looking after him. Do you think they'll come back?
I don't know, Rachel.
I don't care what anyone thinks. I just know if he was my baby, I could never leave him. Even if the whole world was coming to an end, I'd make sure he came first.
You'd be a good mum, Rachel. Oh, don't worry. It's fine. Go back inside and tell everyone that they're doing a great job. A really wonderful job. I just got a few things to finish up here, and then I'll come in and join you.
Right.
Go on.
Let's have a quick look at the map. Oh no, this is the Lakeside Holiday Camp map, so we can actually see where we are on the big map right here, but this is what the camp looks like. There's a phone ringing. So there's posters up for Peter Pan. A musical adventure for all the family.
You can't save them. Just pack a case and meet me at the station.
They've closed the lines. Weren't you listening to the radio? Because of the flu.
There is no flu, Lizzie.
Oh, Christ, Stephen, I'm not stupid. Of course there's no flu. But the stations are still closed.
There's an access footpath that runs alongside the main tunnel. You can get out that way. They won't have thought of it.
You know what's going on, don't you?
You can't use the phone anymore.
What, like you're not using one right now?
Funny. Listen. Just don't use the phone after this. No TV or radio either. It can hide in the signal.
You make it sound like it's alive.
I don't think we have a word for what it is. Just promise me. Don't tell anyone. Pack quietly. Meet me at the station tomorrow, all right?
I feel awful lying and leaving all these people here.
It was a brilliant idea about the show. Top marks for that, you clever thing. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
So Stephen and Lizzie are going to leave together. Okay, so we should just go around this way, I think.
Oi, Shipley, I want a word with you.
What?
Get over here, soft lad, and keep your voice down. Do you know who I am?
Yeah? You work for Meg Holloway?
Charlie Tate. You can call me Charlie.
What's this about, Charlie?
Rachel Baker.
What about her?
Oh, come on, son. I wasn't born yesterday. Are you looking to get your head kicked in?
She's 16. She's not a kid.
You try telling her dad that. He'll bloody kill you.
I love her, though. You can't stop love.
I'm not telling you to stop anything. Just be careful, that's all.
This is another love story going on within the story. So remember that I said before that the light that we're following around, in this case it's Lizzie, they all look a little bit different, and this one is quite different from the rest. And we'll find out why eventually.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It's like a sunburn, but it's a funny shape. Is it sore?
I can't feel it at all. Don't fuss over
I
it.
can't believe that you left Kate there. Why won't you tell me what happened?
She's probably not even noticed I've gone. It's really nothing.
You're lying. Don't lie to me.
Fine. We had a row. She'll work all night anyway.
Stephen, listen to me. Was there an accident? Is that how your face got burnt?
It's nothing. Something, I don't know. Just got a bit shaken up and then we fought. She wanted to stay and collect more data.
Was she burnt as well? Is everything all right?
Jesus, Liz, are you sleeping with me or her? She's fine. We're both fine. I don't want to talk about her. I came here to see you.
I just worry...
Well, don't. Come to bed.
We're going in here.
Hey, it's just been on the radio that they're closing the roads. Something about the flu?
No one here has flu, Sean. There's no flu here. I overheard Mrs. Graves, and she said another family of Upton left. She said they must have left last night, but their car and all their stuff's still here.
Screw this day. There's 15 people up and left in 2 days. I don't like it. Where's the baby?
Asleep in the caravan. Sean, I don't want to sit around here waiting for it to get worse. I reckon if we leave now, we can get out of the valley before they get their acts together and close the roads.
You think so?
Yeah, we can go the back roads. Through the woods. I'll leave some money on the side for Mrs. Graves. You know her husband isn't back yet either.
He's a boozer, right? That's what I've heard. That's her problem anyway.
Don't be unkind, Sean.
Come on, let's go and get Dylan.
Okay, so this is Sean and Ty. Sean and Diana. Who, if you remember, we saw in the woods earlier during the Wendy. Sorry, I got a cough. Okay, so during the Wendy chapter, we saw them on a bridge in the forest, and there had been an accident, and there was a truck that had gone off the road. And
I think it was instant. I know that's no help.
Can you leave me alone?
There was nothing we could do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Ben.
You've woken the baby. Just leave me alone.
Rachel, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
earlier. We're gonna find out more about that in a minute. I'm gonna take a shortcut. Oops.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If things progressed, the mind can be a fragile thing, you know?
It's just not very like him, that's all I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
Well, that is odd. Reese cleaned in here yesterday afternoon. I'll have to have a word.
It's not like cigarette ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We needed back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Boughton has disappeared.
So this is the caravan where the man who disappeared was staying. Remember, Dr. Wade was talking about him before. Let's go this way. So those two elderly people probably were the first to disappear. Where are we going, Lizzie? This way, huh? This road took me a while to find. I didn't see it at all during my first playthrough of this. It's quite cool. So, for each chapter of the game, I don't know if you noticed, but the time of the day, wait, yeah, we're going this way, the time of the day changes, and the weather as well, obviously, because now it's raining.
You're sure no one saw you? Mrs. Graves?
I can hardly look her in the eyes. Are you sure we got enough money?
Yeah. Once we're in France, we can start working anyway.
My dad will bloody skin you.
We'll be in Spain and married by the time your dad knows we've gone.
So those two were also planning of, like, running away together. Where are we going now, Lizzie? Are you going back? Yeah, okay. Or maybe not. Oh no, she's going this way. Okay. There's some thunder going on.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
All 5 towers are now operating together, and I've got the reception up to the red zone, but it's not enough. I'm going to try and route the signal through Tower 6 to create a singular point of reception and re-coordinate the optical array, which should, in theory, focus a signal spike on the point of origin. If I conceptualize this origin point as a 7th tower, then it makes a kind of sense. Kind of. I think we're moving so far beyond everything I understand about physics. Anyway, it's gotta be worth a shot.
So she's still trying to communicate with the light, the button. I'm trying to see where Lizzie went. There she is. So there's actually, oh, you're going this way now. In this chapter, we're actually looking to see, can you make up your mind?
They're not office either.
They live nearby, don't they?
Yeah, in the village.
You don't think she's gone to look for Mr. Graves, do you?
I think Lizzie knows Robert will turn up when he's sober. He'll be alright.
Do you want me to go and look for him?
No, it's okay. Come on, I promised the kids another shot the last number, then I promised everyone a cup of tea.
You're very like her, you know. Like Lizzie.
Me? No, I'm not. First chance I get, I'm out of here.
What was I saying? I can't even remember now. And yeah, we're not going to see the end of Lizzie in this chapter, but we are going to later. You'll see what I mean. There's some more dead birds here. The birds are not the sole thing there. Clearly because their bodies are still here. Yeah, this one's a bit floaty. Not as bad as the floating tree we had last time in Skyrim. Anyway.
Hello, Catherine.
It's Kate. Elizabeth?
Lizzie. I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him, it's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry.
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. It certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, or...
I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth...
But Lizzie, please.
Lizzie. Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. It's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose it is. We'll do our best then.
can't remember her name now. It'll be in the subtitles afterwards. She is voiced by the voice actor who is Marlene in The Last of Us. I do really like her voice. I know her name, but I can't remember right now. Anyway.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee.
Where did you go?
Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
I think there may be something in here. Maybe not. We'll go have a look.
Let me get that.
I can manage.
Okay.
Is your hip giving you grief today?
Always gives me grief. And I managed for the last 10 years, so you're a little late for the knight in shining armor routine.
Suit yourself, I'm only trying to help.
God damn it, Stephen. I'm not some useless, sappy girl that you can just string along forever. Look around you. I made all of this. I built it on my own when everyone else had written me off as some poor little cripple.
You know that's not how I see you.
Well, you weren't there, were you? No. You'd given up on me long before the accident.
What do you want from me, Lizzie? I love you. I'll do anything.
Anything except okay? I thought not. I love you too, but sometimes I think you just say what you think everyone else wants to hear.
So she's over there still. I might have missed something. I'm just gonna go and see where she wants to go. Oh wait. Lizzie. Where to? Do you want to go in here? Make up your mind. Come on. So this way then. Okay. Please don't go back again. I'm just gonna go this way. I hope I'm not missing anything important. Oh wait. Oh, I think I might have done. I'm gonna go back. My nose is really itchy again. I hope I won't sneeze. I had another cold last week. I catch colds a lot. I always have done. It's a bit inconvenient. Which way would be quickest? I think I'm gonna go this way. I always seem to do it at the worst possible time as well. It's just typical. So, can't go this way. construction pit that we haven't seen yet, and I think it's over here. Over this way somewhere. Is it down here maybe? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. I think it's a main event, but it might not be.
This is a public service announcement from Hamilton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help...
Di, whatever's wrong? You look terrible. Mrs. Graves. Sean's, baby Dylan's, he alright?
He's fine. Di, come on.
It's okay. Let's get you a cup of tea.
Mrs. Graves, I need to tell you.
Leave it. Di.
You try and get out of the valley, all the roads are shut now.
I know, I was driving really fast, but the other car was on the wrong side of the road and... Oh, God, I think
Di, for fuck's sake, leave it.
It's alright. Hey, you're alright. Sean's alright, baby Dylan's alright. That is what matters. Everyone's alright.
But...
No. Now I need your help. Some of the children, they're getting quite frightened. So Rachel and I, we decided to push forward the show, keep them occupied. You said the other night you play piano. Can you help with that?
Yes, I suppose so, but Mr. Graves, Rob...
Can look after himself. He's a big boy now. Don't worry. Just head to the hall and find Rachel. She'll tell you what needs practicing.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Graves.
And Sean, go and find Reese, please. See if he needs some help.
Yeah, of course.
Go on.
Oh, Robert.
Okay, so remember the car accident earlier by the bridge? What I gather from that is that the person in the car was Robert, Lizzie's husband, who has the auto repair place. Oh yeah, this bit as well. Is this the main one? It might be. Oh, it is. Okay. Glad I went back now.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
It's Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Oh, he's clever. You gotta give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good enough.
I hope so, too. Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
So, did you notice that Father Jeremy said you shouldn't smoke knowing your condition? And the fact that Lizzie's light has a little light around it, can you see that? Tells me that Lizzie was probably pregnant. listen to the rain on the roof. Or on the windows, maybe. This is relaxing. Okay. So let's finish this chapter.
Sleeping baby, darling child, clouds and starlight, starlight, starlight. When you wake, you will be mine. Starlight, sleep and love. Sleeping baby, shadow dust, clouds and starlight. None but starlight. When we're called to go, we must into starlight. Sleep and love.
Is he asleep? You alright, kiddo?
I'll be alright. You should get some sleep, Charlie. You look exhausted.
Okay. So that's the end of the kids at the holiday camp. Rachel and Charlie. And as you can see, Lizzie is still here. We're gonna follow her now to the next chapter. So you can see she's meeting up with someone else over there.
data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Stephen. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't understand what's happening
No,
out here.
you don't understand. We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Stephen, I have to.
Okay. There's another car over there. Another abandoned car.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come and find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. See you later on.
Valley Farm, wholesalers. There's some more birds here. On the street. Okay, so here is a map now. We're gonna have a little look where we are at. So, we've left Appleton's farm and the lakeside camp, and we're now coming into Little Tipworth. Yep. Four leaves. Builders, merchants. Alright, Stephen. There's a phone in here somewhere.
But why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark. Do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
Well, she's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
Okay, so another conversation between Stephen and Lizzie. There. There's a building under construction over here, which we're going to go to.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't
It'll
think
be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand. Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
So, oops, I'm stuck behind the door. This house is a house that Stephen was looking into buying for himself and Kate. And a potential family, but... that probably didn't go so well. So that over there is the other pub. Seventh Whistler, I think. We'll go there in a minute. Oh, is it downstairs? Wait. It might be in here. Okay. Where is this phone? Outside. Hey, Steven. Might be outside somewhere. It's here. Okay.
No phones, you know the protocol.
That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout.
What?
I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know
We're
that.
infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to water
You
an
have
airstrike.
to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating
Aren't
out.
you listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again.
Stephen, my family, my wife and kids.
You know perfectly well what you've got to do.
I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant, my own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff. Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit. If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
This is about the airstrike again. Trying to...
substation. Just keep this band clear. If it's still alive, I'll try and check in every hour. Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas. I didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too. I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
Let's go to the pub, shall we? Seventh Whistler. Oops. Okay, there we go.
You look well.
I don't. But thank you. You do. How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here. I mean, it's great to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
It's been a long time, Stephen. Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Funny. It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Stephen, we're both married. I don't think this is a good idea.
What isn't? We're just two old friends having a drink, that's all.
Yeah, that's not really... That's not really all. Or it became more than that, at least. Okay, so... Where did Stephen go? Stephen. I'm just gonna go have a little quick look here. Okay. I always get a little bit confused about the layout of Little Tipworth. But we're going this way, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's over there. I want to go here first, though. Drive slowly. Influenza. It's not though. It's not influenza. We are gonna go up here to the train station. The sun is really low now.
I've never seen it.
They do, though.
You're overreacting.
Stephen, they stare at me. Yesterday I went into the village and this old woman just stopped in the middle of the street and stared at me like I had two heads.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
I'm like a walking freak show. Oh, this place, it's so insular. I just don't understand how you grew up here.
Well, I was very different then. And they're not so bad, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Just give it a bloody chance, Kate. This was the deal. A year here, and we could be in with a real shot at Lucia.
Stephen!
Oh, Christ, it's Lantham.
Stephen Appleton, I thought it was you. What's all this about a young wife? Oh. Hello.
Two heads, Stephen. Hi, I'm Kate.
Okay, I'm gonna cross over this way. No trains are gonna come, so it's fine. And we're gonna go in here.
Darling Stephen, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this. Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about the baby. And, well, I should have left a long time ago. I've run out of excuses for not leaving now. But I do love you, Stephen. And I hope you find peace one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
That's the last we're gonna see of Lizzie. That's how Lizzie's story ends.
Have they closed the tunnel?
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard, is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining, it doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, it's this headache is just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people?
No, no one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Okay. So the pattern is adapting, finding new ways to spread. There's a radio there, bro. I'm gonna go here to Holly's Cafe. Because I think there's something in here, or maybe it's just a phone. Actually, it might be just a phone.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Damn it.
Be calm, Stephen. Oh wait, maybe we should go this way. Here he is. Are you going this way? I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing here, so I'm not missing anything.
Jesus, man, what have you done to your face?
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies have been coming in.
Huh? Again?
The phones are all strange. I can't pinpoint the logic of transmission.
You what? What are you doing with that paint?
Means the EMC are actually moving at the proper speed. Listen, Frank. Have you heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
Doesn't seem much like flu to me.
They're shutting down access to the valley to try and isolate it. No, something about the phones. I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
What are you talking about? Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go and see if there's anything over here. Steven Satellite's here. I'm actually not sure if there's anything important down there. Do you want to go there, Stephen? Okay. Let's go. There's not a phone. Somewhere. Here.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away. It's come too far.
Okay, people are disappearing. Shut it down now.
No. If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power back through Tower 6.
Kate!
Wait. It's trying to break through again.
Wait!
I wonder if Kate would have been more kind of protective of the area like Stephen is if she had been local. I'm wondering if that makes a difference or if it's just their personalities.
Come here, this was a mistake.
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that I wouldn't find out? Frank told me, or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen!
Oh, for Christ's sake. Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married her.
Oh, come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about it?
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from me tonight. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Kate. Kate, come on, this is crazy.
Okay, so Steven is off this way. I'm gonna follow him. I think that last bit we just saw was quite well reasoned. Everything that we see are kind of mixed up timeline-wise. I think you might have gotten that yourselves, but sometimes it's things that happened longer ago, and sometimes it's things that happened like right before everything went down, really. Where are we going, Stephen? Coming in here.
You're a daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway, give...
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
Can we walk under here? Nope. Just about, I think. Valley Farm. Okay, so there's a main event in here.
Appleton!
What are you doing here?
You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting his stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Don't touch me. Get off!
What's going on?
Come in here, Lord.
Jesus,
Get over
Sam.
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest
him.
of us.
No physical
you
contact.
and your stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you.
Sam? Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Wait, please, you have to understand, it was an accident!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get
Charlie,
out of here.
please!
this is indicating to me that I can now go finish this chapter, but I'm just gonna go to Howard's house, which is right over here. Go first.
Station Master's house, Howard Lantham speaking. Howard, it's Clive. Clive Smith. I need you to listen to me and not ask questions or interrupt. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. But why are you calling?
The Emergency Measures Committee is imposing a quarantine around the valley. We've got an influenza outbreak in the village. We're suspending rail services, and we're also going to be shutting down the roads for a bit. You're going to be dealing with some anxious people, Howard, so you need to explain it's all under control, and we'll be back to normal in a few days. All right? Open up the emergency store. There's posters and boards, along with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been used since the war. Grab anything you think might be useful. I need you to close up any unoccupied buildings, put posters up, that sort of thing. Make sure everything is all squared away and shipshape. You are a military man, I'm sure you understand that. Everyone doing their bit, following their orders. All right?
All right, I think.
Good man. I knew we could count on you.
Ah, Jesus, Maze. What the hell was that?
Okay. Start. Well, it's Howard who has been putting up all the quarantine posters and things. So this is Howard's little train room, which is quite cute. You can actually drive the train. I used to always want a model train like this when I was a kid. They've always kind of fascinated me, and people like put a lot of time into making these little landscapes. Okay. I think they're really cool. Okay, so now we go back to the place we were really close to earlier, where Stephen and Kate had their fight. And can just follow the power lines there. I think. Is it possible to go this way? No, I have to go around, okay. Property of Valis. So Valis is the observatory where we started. Outside of. We're now going into a bunker to finish Stephen's chapter.
When I was a kid, My dad found a fox. It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore. My mum went spare, of course. Made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. But the fox got more of my dad than I did. But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger, the shock, the hurt. Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade. Later I found him crying. I'd done it, Kent's son. That's what he said. I'd done it, Ken, it was hurting you. That's just a poor, dumb, dying animal. It doesn't know it's hurting us. Christ help us, it's left the valley. It's everywhere now. It's been 3 hours since the planes went over. I haven't been able to reach anyone on the shortwave. I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation. You understand me, don't you? There's no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light? Fine. I'll give you light. After me, there's no one. You'll be all alone again. Forever. Like before. You've taken everyone I've ever loved from me. You've made me do things I never even thought I was capable of. But if you think I'm coming with you... Kate? Wait. Stop. Kate.
This is Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Okay. So this is Kate's chapter, which is the last one. And it's a quite short one. This is Tower 1. We're now back at the observatory, but inside of the gates. Oops. My outside the observatory area, and we're gonna see the end of the game. So we need to now find these.
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out the window. Down there, he said. That's home. But all I saw were patches of color. I don't think until this moment that I understood that one could contain the other so completely.
So I'm not gonna say too much about my thoughts on the pattern and everything. I think it should be up to everyone to kind of piece the story together their own way, because it's quite open-ended.
I watched a butterfly dancing in a strip of sunlight. All of its life contained in a single day. The blink of an eye between the ebb of the darkening tide. Lying there with the pattern curled around me, I saw the inevitability. The necessity of presence born from absence. The constant unfolding.
This is our doom. Gonna go to Tower 3 and 4 now.
I know it didn't mean to hurt any of them. I try and explain why Lizzie tried to leave with her child and why it was wrong to stop her. I try and explain that much of what it did was wrong. It shows me Stephen and Lizzie together. And I'm happy for them. Frank walks his fields with Mary. Wendy and Edward nest together in the orchards of their love. Jeremy lies at peace with his God at last. All of them are happy because they are together. I understand it better now. It is a collector of time, of butterflies.
Here is Tower 4.
I watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost nothing. I saw the flame leap from Stephen's hand and the moment hang in the air forever. I watched his face. And in the last second,
I almost believe he saw me. He wasn't frightened or angry. I remember his expression, just like I remember it from the first time. Early that morning when he woke and, still half sleeping, said, "God, I love you." And I loved him as he entered the fire. And I let him go, knowing I wasn't ready to join him. We have held time to ourselves here in this place. Held the light to the ground because we were afraid of the coming dark. But now we understand that to cling to the light is not living. I've spent my life watching the illumination from a million dead stars reaching for me without grasping this meaning. The light we cast transcends our death. The pattern made by our living creates a bridge across the dark. It reaches out from the shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
Where's Tower 6? Which is the last tower? We're about to see the end of the game, so let's go inside. I need to tilt it.
The end is coming now. I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence. Everybody found their other. This pattern is mine.
Okay, so that is the end of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I love this game. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope the audio has not been too loud. I hope it's been somewhat relaxing, and I have definitely enjoyed playing it for you. So I'm just gonna let the credits roll and then end the stream for today. Oh, let's see where her name is now. That I couldn't remember before. Marley Dandridge, that's the one. Okay. It actually has quite a few very nice voice actors. I think the voice acting is really good. The music is fantastic, and it's just a beautiful game in general. So again, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'm going to be quiet now, and when the credits are finished, I'm gonna end the stream for today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you